Imagine a world where football isn't just a game, but a battlefield. During the Spanish Civil War, legendary clubs like FC Barcelona and Real Madrid weren't just competing on the pitch. They were fighting for survival, identity, and freedom, from bombed stadiums to secret tours abroad. This is the incredible story of football during one of Spain's darkest chapters. Welcome to Football, the Beautiful Game. Today we're taking you back to 1930s Spain, where football was more than a sport. It was a symbol of resistance, a propaganda, and national identity. How did clubs like Barcelona and Real Madrid navigate the chaos of civil war? And what does it tell us about the power of football? Stay tuned for a story filled with politics, passion, and unforgettable moments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible football stories. The Spanish Civil War erupted in 1936, pitting the Republicans, who supported democracy and progressive reforms, against the Nationalists, led by General Franco, who sought to establish a fascist regime. It was a brutal conflict that tore the country apart, leaving over 500,000 dead. Cities like Madrid and Barcelona became key battlegrounds, not just for soldiers, but for ideas. And football, deeply rooted in Spanish culture, quickly became politicized. Clubs were no longer just sports teams. They were symbols of resistance, propaganda tools, and even targets of war. In Catalonia, FC Barcelona became a symbol of Republican resistance. The club represented Catalan identity, which was under attack from Franco's nationalist forces. The Lecor Stadium, Barcelona's home ground, was a gathering place for people who shared Republican and Catalan ideals. But the war's impact on the club was devastating. One of the most tragic moments in Barcelona's history came in 1936, when Josep Sunyol, the club's president and a prominent Republican politician, was captured and executed by Franco's forces. His death symbolized the direct link between politics and football during this time. Les Corts wasn't spared from the violence either. In 1938, nationalist forces bombed Barcelona, and the stadium was damaged. For Barcelona's fans and players, football became a way to resist oppression, even as the war raged on. But resistance wasn't just about playing matches at home. In 1937, FC Barcelona embarked on a tour of Mexico and the United States, not for glory, but for survival. The tour was organized to raise funds for the club and to support the Republican cause. It was a risky move, but it saved Barcelona from financial ruin and kept their spirit alive during the war. Here's an incredible story. During their US tour, Barcelona played against a team of American professionals in New York. Despite the language barrier and the unfamiliar conditions, they drew massive crowds, raising crucial funds and spreading awareness about the plight of Catalonia. While FC Barcelona became a symbol of Republican resistance, Real Madrid's story during the Civil War was more complex. The club, based in the Spanish capital, found itself under nationalist control after Franco's forces took Madrid. Victory, the club benefited from the regime's support. Franco used football, and Real Madrid in particular, as a tool for propaganda, showcasing it as the pride of a unified Spain. It's important to note that Real Madrid's players and fans were not all nationalist supporters. The Civil War divided families, friends, and clubs alike. But after the war, Franco's regime positioned Real Madrid as the flagship of Spanish football, creating a rivalry with Barcelona that was as much about politics as it was about sport. The Civil War didn't just affect individual clubs, it disrupted football across the country. The Spanish League was suspended from 1936 to 1939, and many players either joined the military, fled the country, or stopped playing altogether. One example is Ricardo Zamora, the legendary goalkeeper who played for both Barcelona and Real Madrid. Although Zamora managed to avoid direct involvement in the fighting, his image was used for propaganda by both sides, showing just how politicized football had become. By the time the war ended in 1939, Spanish football was in ruins. Stadiums were destroyed, clubs were bankrupt, and many players had lost their lives or fled the country. But the sport's importance to Spanish identity meant it would rise again, albeit under Franco's control. After the war, Franco's regime sought to suppress regional identities, particularly in Catalonia. Barcelona's status as a symbol of Catalan pride made it a target. The use of the Catalan language was banned, and the club was forced to change its name from Football Club Barcelona to the Spanish Club de Futbol Barcelona. Despite these challenges Barcelona endured, in 957 the club opened the Camp Nou, a stadium that would become a fortress for Catalan identity. Over time, the stadium and the team became symbols of defiance against Franco's dictatorship, cementing Barcelona's motto, Més que un club, more than a club. Barcelona's survival during the Civil War and its growth afterward is a testament to the resilience of football and the people who love it. And the rivalry with Real Madrid, it remains one of the most passionate and politically charged rivalries in all of sports. From bombed stadiums to secret tours abroad, the story of football during the Spanish Civil War is a powerful reminder of the sport's ability to inspire and endure, even in the darkest times. What do you think? Can football truly represent resistance and identity? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, give us a like, subscribe to Football, the beautiful game, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Stay tuned for more incredible stories from the history of football. Until next time, remember, football is more than a game. It's a way of life.